Imagine a kangaroo, but instead of hopping across open ground, it's high up in the dense canopy of a tropical rainforest. This isn't a creature of myth. It's the tree kangaroo, one of nature's most unexpected acrobats. These unique marsupials belong to the genus Dendrolagus, and unlike their famous terrestrial relatives, they have adapted almost entirely to living among the branches. Tree kangaroos inhabit the lush, often mountainous rainforests of New Guinea and the far northeastern tip of Queensland, Australia. You can also find them on a scattering of islands in the region, like the Schouten Islands and the Raja Ampat Islands. While most species prefer the cool, humid air of higher elevations, some have adapted to life in the lowlands. Across this range, they are the only members of the kangaroo family, the Macropodidae, that are truly at home living way up high in the trees. How did a marsupial known for powerful legs adapted for hopping end up living amongst the leaves? The evolutionary story likely begins with a small, ground-dwelling ancestor, perhaps similar to a modern pademelon, living on the rainforest floor. As Australia and New Guinea became drier millions of years ago, rainforests retreated, forcing this ancestor to adapt to rockier environments. This led to the evolution of rock wallabies, which became versatile eaters. When rainforests returned, some rock wallabies moved back in, gradually spending more time climbing. Over time, adapting to isolated forest fragments, they evolved into the tree kangaroos we know today, perfecting their canopy lifestyle. There are around a dozen recognized species within the Dendrolagus genus, showcasing a fascinating diversity. In Australia, you find Bennett's tree kangaroo north of the Daintree River and Lumholtz's tree kangaroo further south, the latter being the smallest species. New Guinea hosts many others, including the large Doria's tree kangaroo, the beautifully colored Matchie's tree kangaroo, the elusive Dingaizo, and the critically endangered tenkile. Some species, like the Wundiwai tree kangaroo, were even considered extinct for 90 years before being spotted again in 2018. Each species has its own unique look and habits. Life among the branches requires specialized tools. Tree kangaroos possess a suite of adaptations that make them masters of their arboreal world. Compared to their ground-dwelling cousins, their hind feet are significantly longer and wider, equipped with prominent, curved nails for gripping bark. Look closely, and you'll see their paws and the soles of their feet have a sponge-like texture, providing remarkable traction. Their large, heavy tail is also crucial, acting as a dynamic counterbalance that helps them maintain stability as they navigate branches and make impressive leaps. While they might look a little awkward on the ground, where they move at a slow, leaning hop, tree kangaroos are remarkably agile in the trees. They climb by wrapping their forelimbs around a trunk and using powerful hops from their hind legs to push themselves upwards, sliding their forelimbs along the bark. Their leaping ability is truly impressive. Jumps of 9 meters between trees are not uncommon, and perhaps most astonishingly, they can descend from significant heights, reportedly dropping 18 meters or more to the ground without injury. They seem to land with a controlled thud that absorbs the impact. High up in the canopy, the primary diet of a tree kangaroo consists of leaves and fruit, which they gather directly from the trees. They aren't strictly limited to the canopy, occasionally scavenging fallen food from the forest floor. Their menu can also include grains, flowers, various nuts, tree sap, and bark. Interestingly, studies of tree kangaroos in captivity have revealed a more varied palate. Some have been observed eating protein sources like eggs, birds, and even snakes, suggesting that some species might be opportunistic omnivores when the opportunity arises. Raising young is a slow and deliberate process for tree kangaroos. Based on observations in captivity, females reach sexual maturity relatively late, around 2 years of age, while males take even longer, over 4 years. After a successful mating, the tiny, underdeveloped joey makes the arduous journey to the mother's pouch, where it will spend a very long time developing, typically between 246 and 275 days. Even after emerging, weaning can take another 3 to 8 months. They usually only give birth to a single joey per year, often timing this leisurely reproductive cycle to coincide with the monsoon season, ensuring access to plenty of food and cover. Despite their unique adaptations, tree kangaroos face severe threats across their range. The most significant dangers are habitat loss and hunting. Their rainforest homes are rapidly shrinking due to logging, timber extraction, and the clearing of forests for agriculture, including crops like coffee, rice, and wheat. This not only reduces their living space, but also fragments populations and makes them more exposed. Hunting by local communities also contributes significantly to declining numbers. Furthermore, dangers closer to human settlements, such as road traffic and attacks by feral domestic dogs, take a heavy toll on populations. Amidst the challenges, there is hope through conservation efforts. Zoos and wildlife parks around the world play a role, with 5 species currently held in captivity. These facilities work together through coordinated breeding programs to help maintain healthy populations and preserve genetic diversity outside the wild. One notable success story occurred at the Adelaide Zoo, where an orphan Matschie's tree kangaroo Joey was successfully fostered and raised by a yellow-footed rock wallaby, demonstrating innovative approaches to conservation. These programs, alongside efforts to protect their habitat in the wild, are crucial for the survival of these remarkable arboreal marsupials.